Hello everyone, this is Frank from Abril Solutions and thank you for joining me one more time. I have 4 quick tips for you to help avoid stress and frustration during the holidays. You know, a lot of us look in anticipation for the time off, time to spend with our family, relax, recuperate, but what ends up happening? As the time approaches, a lot of times we get stressed out, frustrated. We even end up having a panic attack. No bueno, like my wife likes to say. The last thing you want to do is be in panic mode. You want to enjoy yourself. And then you end up potentially getting sick. And not only physically, but mentally. And these things can end up being toxic and ruin your entire time that you're supposed to be enjoying yourself with your family. So, how do we avoid ending up stressed and frustrated right around the holidays? Well, number one, quick tip number one is self-compassion. This is not intuitive for a lot of us to think about compassion for ourselves. A lot of times we think about being compassionate towards others, towards our family, our kids, people we love, right? They're going through a hard time. But we should be compassionate with ourselves. We are also going through some struggles, right, and issues, and then we're trying to serve others. So we need to focus and make sure that everything we need physically and mentally is getting addressed. That we're spending time to reflect, to meditate, and to take steps for things that are going to make us feel good, make us feel better. And then when we do that, we're now starting on the right foot, right? And then we can help others. So that leads me to my next quick tip. Number 2 is we want to be realistic, okay? Being compassionate with yourself entails being realistic with the expectations you set for yourself. You know, a lot of us wouldn't even put on others the expectations that we have for ourselves because it's so unmanageable. And then we end up getting stressed after we finish our long list of things that we need to do. So make sure that you are thinking about all the things that is going to entail for you to be able to accomplish your goal. And one of the things that you have to do is quick tip number 3. You have to plan ahead. We all know we need to do this. We all know we need to plan ahead, but we don't. And that is the cause of a lot of stress and frustration. So make sure that when you're setting your goals and you're trying to be realistic, that you're planning ahead to be able to give yourself enough time to do that. You may want to take on the world and feed all the hungry people in the world. That's fine, but then you're going to have to set a realistic timeline, right? Don't start at the beginning of December if you're trying to plan something in December. Don't start at the beginning of November if you're trying to plan something in November. Now we're in November already, so I can understand right now that you may already be in a panic, but doesn't have to then continue on towards December and January. Make sure that you're starting at the very earliest possible time to be able to take care of all your responsibilities so that you're not overwhelmed. And then finally, quick tip number 4, you want to build a support system. That's right. A lot of us go at it alone, right? We're superhuman. We think we can do everything. There is no shame in making sure that you tap into your support system, family, friends, you know, even your children. Make sure you have someone assisting you. And not only with preparations, you may need assistance and support in having someone that you can talk to, right? Open up with, share your feelings. That's important. And you know what? Some of the people around you may be toxic, right? They're dealing with their own issues or they're just very negative. You may have to see a therapist. Take that step. There's no shame in doing that. You don't have to have a horrible problem that you're going through or some issue you're struggling with to go see a therapist. You may need someone that's going to give you solid advice to be able to tackle the issues you have to tackle. So make sure that you are employing every option you have around you to support what you're doing. So how are we going to avoid stress and frustration and panic attacks during the holidays when we're supposed to be having fun with our families and we want to promote that? Well, self-compassion. Think about yourself. Take care of yourself. Make sure that you are putting yourself first, and then you can get to others. Be realistic with your goals. Don't take on too much. And if you do, plan ahead and give yourself enough time to get it done. People understand that you can't do everything, and you're not going to be able to tackle all the expectations for everyone. So make sure that you're also communicating with others about what you're planning to do. And then finally, build a support system. Make sure you have people assisting you, supporting you, and if you can't find them in your family or with your friends, you may have to go see a therapist as well to help you deal with whatever frustrations you may be feeling. And in this way, we can all continue to find our pathway to fulfillment.